Welcome to In Person with Percy. Woo, we got this thing rolling. Like Meg told me in the car when she picked me up, we already on 21st century. We already on 21st century in this podcast. The last 2 weeks we did a pilot. It went well. I thought it was just a regular podcast, and we have one extra guest coming, but to kick us off, we have Mr. Youth of the Year in the building from Boys and Girls Club of Kalamazoo. Tell us how you feeling.
Thank you.
How did that feel?
Nerve wracking, bro. I thought it was gonna, how like a lot of Boys and Girls Club events and programs are. I thought it was just gonna be like an easy blow by. You learn a lot from it, but this one really took a lot out of me, and it's not even the end of it because we're off to state rounds now. What did I take out of you? Probably.
Yeah, what did because just you've had I've been with you a lot throughout your life, and you have had a lot of challenges, ups and downs, a lot. How did you overcome them? Because I know you're an overcome achiever. Like you achieve all goals. You set a goal. You have a clothing brand. You edit. You make music. You do a lot of different things that that are not as advertised in Kalamazoo. So how do you feel about that?
Just having the opportunity to finally, be able to get something going and keep it going. I was just very proud of myself. I really thought, I doubted myself a lot during this process because nobody really knew like how the outcome was gonna be. I think all the candidates that ran, shout out to everybody who ran from Kalamazoo. Everybody put blood, sweat, and tears in, getting the right speech, the interview and everything. Cause you know how like that interview and stuff is.
I've done Youth of the Year myself, and it was a challenging 6 months period of time. It was blood, sweat, and tears. It's crying because shout out to Mr. Vaughn because I don't have my first speech in overcoming obstacles because I'm too worried about what's another one what I want to do when I get over it. So there's a lot of minute by minute in Youth of the Year, and there's a lot of swaying, thinking you're gonna quit, not knowing that you're gonna do this. One time I was like, man, I want to quit so bad. Like I don't want to do this. This is not giving me. But when I saw myself in that tuxedo, ooh, I was like, oh, Percy, man, as Meg would say. Shout out to Meg for making this even sorts of possible. Just we do have another visitor. He's on his way. To the little throw this on you while I go get it.
Wow.
Just talk about the different obstacles that we've came through together. Just thinking of me and you. Think of back
From the beginning.
from part one, as we would say, and this is being part two. Think of all the way back in part one.
So part one, I would probably say me and Percy, we've been on a crazy ride together. Been knowing each other since elementary. Um, Percy, Percy is a good person to have around. You never know what's gonna come out of Percy's mouth. But he's a good friend, good caring friend. He wants the best from you. That's the good thing to have around people around like that. Um, yeah, I would probably say that. I think we got another guest coming in. I don't want to say the name because I want to let the host, introduce. But yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, my name is Jamari Sims. I've been a Kalamazoo resident. I'm still in high school. I go to Phoenix High School. I've been a resident of Kalamazoo all my life. Um, I've did a lot of things. I've been in programs with KidNet too. Shout out Meg again. Um, KCYC. I hope about that. It's time to bring the family back. It's been a long time. Um, we at least need a reunion or something because I be seeing old members out in the community all the time, and they be like, "Oh my God, how tall you've got again." Yep, to have a reunion. But yeah, my name is Jamari. Jamari Sims. I don't like to. I really haven't been, using the Youth of the Year line a lot, but people have been telling me I need to use that line a lot. The fall? Oh, it's almost time. Forget the fall. The fall's gonna come, but it's almost time to walk across that stage.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so hello, caller, you're on the line.
Well, Mr. Percy doing a podcast. I think that's great. How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, how many people do you have listening to you right now? Do you know?
I have two. I actually
Okay.
don't. Well, I have two
So,
people here with me.
okay. Well, I got a question, man, that I think deserves some attention to your age group, your peers. Have anybody ever figured out or said why is sagging their pants still a thing? Do you ever hear any feedback why people sag their pants?
Mm,
That's a
go ahead.
that's a good question. I mean, I people normally say that's the cool route. People say, "Oh, sagging my pants." That's a good question, Mister Will. Sagging my pants is a cool way of me being who I am. Now, of course, a lot of us disagrees with that, and I'm sure the two gentlemen that are sitting here right next to me agrees with that. Like, I won't be in public sagging my pants all the way to my knees. Like, if I'm at home, that's a different thing. But if I'm out in public doing creative things like this, then I need to have my structure or my appearance well. Now, we do have another and they can answer this question. I just want to introduce Kale. He is a great person to be around. I go to school with him, and every time I talk to him, I get this feeling. You got to take
Okay.
take care of your heart. You got to take
Okay.
care of that heart. Like, there's no other heart. There's no other thing that you don't take care of more on your body is your heart. And KO, if you want to just take the time explaining that of what you do or what you want to do, and if you do want to answer that question of why us black men sag our pants, KO, the floor is yours.
Welcome, KO.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
No problem.
Let me get situated mentally. I ain't even, you know what I mean. Where do I start? So I'm gonna just start with sagging pants. Um, I can't really, I can't really elaborate too deeply because I don't do it much myself. I mean, of course, I catch my pants falling down if I'm playing in my jeans or something. But I say from a mindset of a minority that does sag their pants, I feel like it comes from either one of them seeing it from their peers growing up and thinking it's acceptable, or two, thinking it'll get them some form of societal applaud or something like, oh yeah, I sag my pants, I'm cool, I'm hard. But I feel like it comes from a standpoint of a lot of kids not really having no structure, not really having no guidance to know where they want to go in life, where they want to be. So they're just following along of their influence in their environment because we all where we are right now is just a reflection of our influences as we're growing up, our parents, people around us. But to elaborate what you said, why you said why did I? You asked that question again, Percy.
Uh,
You said why do I like do the do the
oh, why do you do the things you do? Like, what made you wake up one day and remember? I'm gonna start off. Remember talking to you in the quarantine. Just elaborating on the phone with you. I was like, wow, wow. I see where he's going. That manifestation. You manifest things that you want. You know what made you like? What was there some obstacles or was there some definitely
Definitely.
holdbacks? Like what made you just like I'm not quitting. This is what it is, and this is how it's gonna be.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with. I don't want to talk too much. Well, it is a podcast, but I know
That's what we here for, KF.
when I was a kid, I found myself trying to fit in places. I always question, even all the way down to my name. Why is my name different? I find people have the same names as everyone else. I feel like I'm different. I try to fit in the groups, and even if I did fit in, I still felt like I was out. And for the longest time, I just didn't know where I wanted to be in life. I didn't know what I wanted to be. And that could have led me down the wrong road multiple times, but I feel like I've been divinely guided by, my angels and ancestors and stuff. I appreciate you guys. Um, but I come to find out that, I'm unique and everyone else is unique. And that's one thing we have to find out. What really woke me up and made me become aware that I'm a spiritual being having a temporary human experience and aware of what I am really truly is I would say back in 2020, I think it was 2020. I went through a heartbreak with my ex and stuff like that, and it was not her fault. It wasn't. It was both of our fault. We both had some healing to do, and I was going through that, and I had a near death experience. I've been long story short. I got robbed or whatever. The guys tried to kill me or whatever, but I somehow made it out. I was at a bank getting money off my card, and they lured me in and almost took me out. And I feel like that flash of the second where I actually accepted death because I actually thought I was gone. I actually accepted death, and I just remember it's like everything at once is just flashing before your eyes. It's like a whole slideshow of your life is flashing before your eyes. I'm questioning like, oh, I didn't get to say this to them. I didn't get to say this to that. I didn't get to do that. Oh, I regret doing this. Man, I should have did that. It's just like a bunch of regrets. And once I opened my eyes and realized that, wow, I'm not dead. I'm still here. Once I got away from these guys, I would say a couple weeks down the line, this is why I slipped into spirituality. And it didn't just come out of nowhere. I was already somewhat meditating here and there. I didn't know why I was doing it, but I was doing it every day. I was just doing it because I felt like I've been called to do it. So I was just meditating, and I felt like it led into that near-death experience. And I feel like how anybody awakens to themselves is through either a traumatic experience or a heartbreak or bankruptcy. It takes something traumatic for you to, sometimes God has to put you by yourself and isolate you to really talk to you because you're so distracted by the outside world. So that's what he had to do. He had to put me by myself in isolation period. So I was in an isolation period and I was meditating. I was doing heavy, heavy research trying to find out who I really am. And with me not dying, I feel like that gave me the motivation to really like seek out something more because I'm like, I'm still here for a reason. I realize that everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe coincidences, if you break it down, are cooperative incidences. They happen for a reason. So I realized this and I feel like it put me on a path that really, really changed my life. And that's why I feel so motivated. Like when you're a kid, you find out some good news or you find out something nice and you just want to tell everybody. You know what I mean? That's exactly what happened to me with spirituality. When I started manifesting and I started seeing these angel numbers, repetitive synchronicities, I started to realize there's something deeper going on. There's something deeper than just it being some trend. So then that's why I created a YouTube channel. I felt drawn to make a YouTube channel. So I started my YouTube channel speaking this stuff. I got it on TikTok. And I realized that, this messages I'm giving out are actually helping people. This is actually what's supposed to be doing.
In fact,
That's what's
I
up.
follow him on TikTok, and he came across my For You page, and I was like, "Is this KO? I mean, like, is this KO? You know, you finally know like somebody from your city, let alone your own school, is doing this good stuff." Now, like I asked Damari, like just knowing me for the couple of years that you did and knowing some of the obstacles, and you've told me tremendous amount of times how proud of you I am, of you. Wait, I
I'm
don't.
proud of how proud of him. We get what you said.
Whatever. Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say.
Just hearing that, and I want to tell you, I'm proud of you too, bro, because
Appreciate
not us three black brothers can't do this all the time. Like they'll exclude us out. They'll say,
Man, life is hard.
they'll say,
Yes.
they'll say we don't want you in our society. And especially with me, I've been through so many obstacles, so many, and we all know this, so many obstacles. It took me day in and day out to get where I am now. And it took y'all day in and day out to get where y'all at today.
No cap.
But I don't mean to cut you off, but have you been thinking about it like as this? You went through everything. So are you going to build yourself to do better, or are you just going to reminisce about what happened in the past?
You know what? Touching on that, it's actually crazy we're having this conversation because, you know, I'm pretty active on my TikTok account because I have like over 100,000 people that are actually depending on me for the messages. So today, before I came here, I actually my intuition told me to make a video, and I'm just gonna like relay basically what I said was like, we all go through bad experiences and they all happen for a reason.
Yes.
Don't get discouraged by them. And if you think about it like this, like a diamond doesn't just become a diamond, you know. It takes pressure, molding, and all these different things for it to become a beautiful diamond. So if you apply it to yourself, you go through these experiences for a reason, you know. I know you've had all your life people try to put you down, try to talk about you, oh, disability, whatever they try to say, oh, you're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that. And all you have been doing is showing those people wrong. You know what I mean? That pressure, all that pressure has been put on you just so you can grow.
That molding, you know, like you just said, you have to mold something for it to become beautiful.
Exactly.
And molding this podcast right here, doing this right here, I want this to keep going, you know. Like I tell Meg this all the time. I was the first at Kid Network to be a youth employment. Have a job at KidNet as a youth.
And you want to know something, Percy? Can't nobody take that from you, bro.
Nobody.
At all.
Nobody can
Nobody.
take that from you, bro.
Nobody. It's one of a kind. And if y'all think about it, that you're speaking on the first real podcast in this room, one of the first ones. So this right here has been set up, and I do want to get to some topics that I do talk about throughout the podcast. I just want to open the floor up to how does people feel about mental health. You know, there's a lot of, I know me and Jamari even experienced a lot of mental health together. I know we all experience mental health, and mental health is a big deal in Kalamazoo, let alone the world. And mental health is not as advertised, or it's not nothing you want, but not as they don't help you as much in the school. So if we can just based on that really quick, or
So
let's get into
let
that.
me understand what you're asking. Are you asking like, how do we feel about mental health, or how do we feel about mental health in school?
However you took the question, I want you to answer it,
Because you know, I could go for hours about how I feel about it in school.
Go ahead.
yeah. So let's start off with like the school piece. Like, how do you think it is being? Now, don't take it the whole time, because I know we like to talk. But how do we feel about it in school?
In school, you know, in the beginning of it, I felt like, oh, they're just here to get a check. They really don't care. school, they ain't even gonna see me in a couple years. But you know, with school, it's just a comfort level. Like you gotta build anywhere in life. You gotta be able to build a connection with somebody and build a relationship. But with school, I wouldn't say it's like at its best with mental health. I think it still has a lot. The school district still has a lot to work on with our students with mental health.
Like, I'm just gonna throw it out there. The SEL last year was I really hope they don't think, oh, we have added a SEL. That's the best that we can do. There's some more stuff that KPS should do, and it's like they don't even. It blows my mind that they don't even talk about it in these schools no more. Like they was all for it for a year, and when we go back in person, it's nothing to be discussed. It's nothing. Like they asked us about the mood meter one time. For you that don't know what the mood meter is just how are you feeling? What
It was a chart.
Yep.
It was a chart.
A chart with
And-
red, yellow, green, and whatever. And they asked us 1 week,
How do you feel?
how do we feel? And that was it. Not even 1 week of each trimester. Oh, it was one
1
week
week.
of the first trimester. Now, I'm not
When
going to
we
say
went back, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when we went back to school,
yeah, when we went back, there was
are you talking about how like we all had to go into a classroom, like a certain class, or that might have been something different?
no, it's I think they're supposed to have them visible. There's a mood meter. I think you know?
I don't
It's
think we
Come on, you
did
talking
that,
about
or I
online?
might have been not have been
On
there
the
like that.
teachers' walls, there's like a mood meter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, based on SEL, and that was for hopefully goal for mental health. That's what SEL was about. Do you think we should have kept having that SEL?
Honestly, bro, like, yeah, but plus a little more. Like, school is definitely one of the most. I feel like it ranks the most of mental health. Like, a lot of kids struggle with their mental health, and one of the main key components is school. And it could be tests, quizzes, them having the pressure from their parents to get the grades right, get their, you know what I mean? Make sure you go to school, make sure you get your grades right, but they don't understand it. It's a lot more deeper than just going to school and learning.
Going to school and not even learning, just going to school and having enough strength to survive in the classroom.
Exactly. There's multiple other students with other lives. There's some kids are getting bullied. Some kids are
Everybody
not
got
getting
their own
lunch.
story.
Exactly.
I know I've experienced it in the classroom. Have you experienced somebody or yourself have a mental breakdown in the class?
Percy.
Yes.
Percy.
Yes, sir.
I think we all did. Middle school,
Yeah.
if you said good morning to me the wrong way,
The wrong way.
you knew you was gonna hear the doors slam from the other side of the building, and I'm on the other side.
See, it was a video I watched at my teacher's academy program. We had class on Thursday, and there was a video we watched. And the first half of the video, it was like the teachers are being really rude, like really rude. Even the bus drivers, what do you want? Hi. Well, go sit down. The second half of the video, hey, how you doing? Laughing with them. We don't get that laughter. We don't get that joking around. And I'm like, where are all these teachers? Like, I used to be excited going to high school. I don't know about y'all, but when I was in the 6th grade, seeing my sisters in conferences, I used to be hella bit excited. I'm like, I get to go to hella basketball games. Now you can't even do that because you always got to watch your surroundings. That's what I'm going to say. There's always a hater. There's always this. There's always somebody like, oh my God, here Percy comes. I hear it all the time. Oh my God, here they come. Like, why are they here? Like, we're here to have a good time, I don't think any of the schools is at one. You know,
I don't think our school district
you
is
know,
at one.
the fighting. I don't. And I can see it. I don't think our teachers and our administrators are at one because we see them not at one,
Exactly.
and now we're not at one.
I don't mean to throw any shade, but can y'all raise your hand if y'all met our new superintendent?
I have not met our new superintendent. I didn't even know we had a new superintendent.
Have not met her.
I'm not gonna lie though, we do have I feel like it's normal but we do all have like 2 special teachers. You know that there's they're gifts from God. Like they actually take an extra leap that they don't have to take to make sure kids are good in the classroom.
Shout out to all those teachers.
Shout out.
Yes, shout out to those teachers. And I'm glad you shouted that out, KO, because there's those teachers who's like, okay, you're going to get this done. If not, we're after school. And there's some teachers,
they'll be like,
you don't get it done.
Get it done. I mean, it's on you.
Right.
It's on me. And those teachers who's like, we're going to get this done or you're not going anywhere, those teachers you succeed in. Those teachers you get grades in.
Those teachers
you trust. Those teachers you can talk to. Because some teachers in KPS you can't go to and say, Miss So-and-so, I need to talk to you. Some administrators in KPS you say you can't go and talk to because you think, oh, it's this, or that, or why is your grades like that? I'm not here to talk to you about my grades. I'm here to talk to you about my mental health and how I've been feeling.
Yeah.
How I've been feeling and how much stress 5 classes built up. How much stress I have because you not giving me what I need. If I ask for a pencil, you're never prepared. If I get 2 hard sweets in a week, I get suspended.
That's facts.
If I walk the wrong way, oh, where are you going? If they see you somewhere out, why aren't you doing your homework? These are all experiences. I have experiences, and I'm glad we've brought it up because mental health is a big thing. Like, I don't know how many times I have texted you, Jamari, I want to quit. I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't have this anymore. My life is going down to shackles because the mental health that school is causing.
Exactly. Honestly, it depends on I feel like the teacher and what they teach and how they teach it and how they actually, if they're putting their heart and passion into their job and they're not just thinking about the money, it makes a big effect on how the kids learn in the classroom. If the teacher is ignorant or he or she is just there for that paycheck, you can just tell their energy is off. Their energy is off, and you don't want to learn. The teacher's like, okay, guys, today we're going to do this. You go ahead. There's no enthusiasm. It doesn't make the kids want to learn. Now, if that one teacher, we all know that one teacher that comes in there, as soon as you see that teacher, it's a different feeling. You know, oh, what's up, man? Or they bring snacks in for the class, or, they talk to you. They actually talk to you about more beyond school. They like, oh, are you good? You okay today? If you got your head down, they come and ask you if you're okay, not get your head up and look at the board. They actually ask if you're okay. They just forget that we're human beings. They just look at us as just students, like a paycheck or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what one of my little brother's frustrating was about. Once an 8th grader hears something, is, oh, so that's what it's been the whole time. I guess they were talking about in history how the whole history happened of how they pay for us. Each of us is $8,000 or something.
Yep.
Now my brother doesn't want to go back to the school because it's the way she said it. It's not even the way they put it. It's the way, well, you're $8,000. I don't care if you learn or not. Like,
exactly.
If you pass or not, you win.
That's another thing I've been worrying about. Like,
you lose, I mean.
Like, with school, it's like, I thought, like, school, if you would have asked me a couple of years ago, like, how do you picture yourself in high school? I would have never thought of it like this. But we're different from other years.
I thought
Yes, we are.
I thought high school was luxury, bro. Like, I thought it was just, I do whatever I want. I pick whatever classes. Like, I remember my first day of high school. I'm like, I'm about to take gym all 5 hours.
I thought I could have gym more than once.
Man.
So I take it freshman year. And now I can't have gym because I already got the credit. It's like
Well,
in high school, it's just like a credit battle.
Yeah, it's a credit
Literally.
war. It's like that. If you fail this class, you won't graduate.
Literally, that's
You could
facts.
have one credit less than what you're supposed to. Oh, you're not gonna graduate. What are you talking about? I failed one class, like just one class, and now I'm not gonna graduate. They were talking about the first trimester in 9th grade. I wasn't gonna graduate. I'm not even a high schooler yet.
You were in the 9th grade, bro. You were in high school.
I was barely in, like I wasn't.
Oh, you were fresh.
I wasn't worrying about me walking across the stage. I was. Let's be real.
Right. It was.
Yeah.
No,
When we were in 9th grade, we were still getting used to.
we were still maturing. I would
Yes.
say that, but like in high school, it's different.
It's minute by minute. You
But-
have to.
I don't understand. I don't understand because like people say, like people from other, because you know me, I love to travel. But people like other youth our age, they were like, we don't go through that. What is a trimester?
People go through semesters like.
Right. They go through semesters. They handle their business. They get it done. But it's like with us, it's like we got to go through an extra leap. And I always thought about that. And, I'm always grateful for every opportunity that we have, even in school, even the promise. But it's like we have good stuff under our school district, but our school district is not there. It's like it's hard to succeed. But our school district has so much light in the state of Michigan because, like, we have the promise.
Right.
So I hear from a lot of people is, like, what if Kalamazoo didn't have the promise? What would we do?
Exactly. I honestly feel like,
What would our numbers be? If we didn't have the Kalamazoo promise, what would our numbers be in our school district?
we do. They do take somewhat good advantage of our resources, but I feel like with the amount of money that Kalamazoo has accumulated, I feel like there was like a grant or something we got like a long time ago, if I remember. Like I feel like there can be buildings or programs open up for mental health or teaching kids how to reprogram their mind to think better, think more positive, how to deal with
Right.
depression, anxiety, overthinking.
And
you know?
I think it's
A lot of
Go
those
ahead.
in-school programs that they do have, such as, I don't want to throw any names out there, but I know the community has some for that, like KCYC, a lot of those, YOU, a lot of the youth leadership retreat. If you look behind you, KO, in front of us, the youth leadership retreat actually on Saturday, perfect example. You can meet
Amazing
those
things going
places
down on
there.
Saturday.
You can meet those people there. You will meet those people there. If you need, that's a day where you can go be like, okay, I'm going to Pretty Lake Camp to refresh my mind.
By the water.
That's
refreshing.
just think about it. I'm going to
Don't
Pretty Lake
fall in the
Camp.
lake.
And when I leave, I get prizes. There's prizes. There's everything. When I leave, I get $50 out the door.
Out the door.
Out the door.
A
No
lot
taxes.
of people need $50 right
No
now.
taxes.
I
Okay.
need $50.
No,
Oh.
God.
My phone bill is due tomorrow, so my phone will be off until Friday. So it's just stuff like that. Just anxiety building up like that.
And it's spring now.
Yes.
It looks amazing outside.
I
Yes.
feel like it does something to your mood and it makes you feel a lot more happier, man.
You guys are looking at me, my visitors. Get out the house. Saturday's a perfect day.
Be safe though.
Get out the house.
I didn't
Yes.
even know there was a
Be
camera
safe.
right
Be
there.
smart.
Get out the house, Be smart about it.
Drink water.
Drink lots of water.
It's not that hot, but still.
If
y'all
you
need to
do
drink
have
water.
any, the event is on Eventbrite. Event, how you spell event, and Bright. If you do have any questions, you can personally Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. You can do whatever. Me and I'll direct you. But if you want to get in touch with Miss Alexis Capos, personally, her email is Alexis ALEXIS at KYDNET.org. That is ALEXIS at KYDNET.org. So, wow.
Honestly, I want to touch on another topic before we.
Oh yeah, the floor. One thing about this, I told them, I don't know, with my friends, you never know. We might get to talking. They're just once they be like, all right, wrap it up. That's our time. But if they don't say that, then we good.
Keep it going, because
Okay.
do this for hours.
Man, it's like,
Hours and hours.
I feel like this is my purpose. I love informing people with the information I wish I had when I was going through some bad mental health times. Now, I won't completely say that my mental health is completely perfect, because nobody's perfect, but it's a lot more better than what it used to be. I reduced my anxiety. I got rid of my depression, suicidal thoughts, overthinking. And I really want to touch on the topic of meditation, because I feel like it's not talked about enough. I feel like there should be programs open and teaching people how to meditate and tap into these parts of themselves. I feel like it's so taboo, and with people not having enough knowledge or like insight on it, it's like such surface level. I feel like I'm gonna tell you this right now from personal experience. Meditation has completely changed my life in ways I didn't think it would. You think about, like, oh man, you're just sitting there with your legs crossed, breathing, looking like a monk. There's no way that breathing can. But you gotta think about it. The things that not a lot of people do are really, really beneficial. Meditation, again, I feel like I'm gonna just break it down real quick. The reason why meditation is so effective is because when you are meditating, you're in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, you're not having anxiety. You're not thinking about the future. So you're not overthinking. So when you meditate with numerous of times, because with anything repetition, you would get better at. If you do it numerous times, it's programming your mind to be in the present moment. So when you are dealing with depression and those thoughts come up, or you're in a negative situation, your mind, you're used to going in that present moment, so you can quickly get into that state where that way you can function. I feel like that goes into people at school. I will say there's the only classroom that teacher has, like, okay, I'm gonna throw in a timer, I'm gonna let you guys meditate, is literally the teacher I was just talking about earlier. Like, that's that one teacher that actually goes an extra step. I can tell he's aware of it's something just more than just a classroom. Meditation, get your mind right. If you want to do it, you'll see the benefits. If you don't want to do it, that's on you.
Yes.
That's that. We gonna have to talk.
No cap.
We gonna have to talk.
And we need, Lord, we need meditation. We need everybody's meditation is different. I love loud meditation. I love it. Like, I love listening to music. Even though I have a stand-up shower, I will sit in my shower and let water run on me and listen to music, preferably Broadway. But
Yes, sir.
that's
We have
another
the
topic
conversations
for
in
the
Please, Percy,
Don't
Percy,
start.
don't even speak on that man's
Yes,
name. I
but-
don't want to be called that man's name.
No, it's just I will sit in the shower how I'm sitting right now and just let water run on my back. Don't even worry about what's next.
Definitely
good.
meditation.
Sometimes you have to let go. Sometimes you have to let go. And I'm not afraid to let people go. I'm not afraid to let a lot of things go. And I have let a lot of things go.
Sometimes you have to let.
I have.
Sometimes you have to.
I used to let that,
Go ahead.
I used to let that handicap walk with me. I let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I let it go.
Because you bigger in it.
I used to let that retarded get to me. I let it go. I let it go. I walk how I walk. I talk how I talk. And I learn how I learn.
You embrace who you truly are.
But one thing for sure, I'm going to get that diploma.
Yes.
And
Sir.
the people who are calling me retarded are in the hallways.
But Percy,
Are in
That's
the
actually
hallways.
Percy, it's not even about the diploma. That's important to get.
That's number one.
That's important to get. But look at it after the diploma. Like look
Yes.
what you're building a name for
Yes,
yourself, bro.
yes.
We can say all of us in this room have came from a long way. KO, I didn't even know you had a dark past, bro. And like thinking about it, like growing up as young, you would think about it as like, oh, nobody's going through.
You
what I'm
don't see
going through.
people as that.
Yeah.
You don't. If we just met, I could never know that you're like that. I could never know you. I could never know the stuff you've been through. But when people see me, I think people think, oh, he's a little different. Like especially at my Walmart job where I'm a cashier. A lot of those customers, are you okay?
Big bag Percy.
Like seriously, are you okay? And then we have those ones that think I'm a retard and turn around and be like, okay, push cash for my debit card, and the whole drawer
Oh
or
my
whatever will pop out. You know, that type of stuff. And I think it's stupid that you think I'm stupid, you know?
Exactly.
Like, that's stupid of you. You're older than me. Instead of saying, are you okay, or you got something going on, don't even say nothing. Don't even think differently of me, because I'm here ringing up your groceries. I'm here at school. I'm here doing whatever I got to do.
Like, I wouldn't say you're this type of person, but like, are you really gonna talk about somebody who has their groceries and you have their groceries in your hands?
Exactly.
Like, yes, are you really gonna sit up here and say, like, I will throw your groceries? Like,
He said-
if you would have called me retarded, let's be real. Anybody can show retard. Like, I will show you retard. Like, you will not have groceries at the end of this. You really don't want to fight with me. That's what I tell people. Like, I'm not gonna fight with these. I'm not.
Fight with words.
And y'all know me. I will talk my ass off. I will literally talk it off. I will be like, okay. So first thing for sure, you're not finna just sit up here and talk about me. So if I got to talk about you back, then that's what we gonna do. Because the one thing people have never saw me as somebody to let me bully me. Let somebody bully me. That's one thing for sure.
Never let nobody walk over you.
Never.
Nope.
And you know that you can say that a lot, but to actually do it, you know,
It's one thing.
it's
It
one
takes a
thing.
lot.
It takes a lot.
takes
It takes a lot of matureness, and I don't even know if that's a word or not, but
Yeah.
maturity, and just being able to just be like, okay, is that all you can say? You know?
Discipline, perseverance, strong-willedness, all that. It takes way more. Actions speak way louder than words.
Way
words.
louder than words, you know. And just, you know, getting hit by that car, that really resetted my life too, you know.
Wait, when did
Right.
did that affect how you walk, or was it just
It made a little bit of tremendous, a little bit of stuff on my life, but like I just said, we here. We in the podcast
just thugging it through?
like 10 years later. Like
Percy.
we're talking.
Percy, bro. I'm so glad that like I was raised to never judge a book by its cover.
Facts.
Because when I tell you not, bro, in elementary, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna see him past elementary. And like just being different and being able to like stand up and be like, you know, me being way smaller than I am now, but like being like, my name Jamari, you know. I'm glad that we have that relationship. I'm glad that you can be able to call on me when you need me, and I can be able to call on you when I need you.
That's real brotherhood.
And this just all started out in the classroom. This literally
Slamming
all,
doors together.
No,
Literally.
wait.
Slamming
He said
doors
slamming
together.
Y'all some delinquents. What?
No, that's not what happened,
said
Percy.
that's
I
not
didn't
what
start
happened.
slamming doors until middle school because I got tired of getting suspended for fighting. Okay? Now you You've been slamming doors since elementary.
Since elementary, I remember shout out Miss King. And when I went to Paramount too, just door slamming, they used to be like, they used to call for walking. They used to be like, PG 8th grade is out on the run again.
Oh my.
But just to think about
I
it.
used to run in front of West Ditch, bro. Like
Dang.
literally, I ran outside of Edison. Bless all my teachers' heart. They had to deal with me. I was just talking to Miss Hodgins today, and I was like, bro, remember I just used to like, for no reason though, I just blow up. Like, they could say hi, Percy, and I'll be like, don't talk to me. Like just PG 8th grade is on the run to get. Okay, just think. Just think. I want all of you just to think back and reflect on, not right now, of when you go home. Just think back and reflect, like, what have I done? What have I done that was positive? What have I done that was negative? You know, think of just 5 things of each. Just 5 things. And think of the positive, what you could have changed. The negative, what you could have changed for all 5 of them. If you want to write it down. I think this podcast, it doesn't have to be in the next few weeks, but I think this deserves a part 2. We
100%.
definitely need to continue this conversation.
All right, Percy. I got 2 jobs now.
Me too.
Me too.
Man, you
And
got
that's
me-
another thing. Us 3 are working. Us 3, we get shit done. You know, we
Man.
get stuff done.
Hard work, man.
We go to school every day. Every
Hold on.
day.
I don't know about every day.
Most of the days
I
we
gotta
go
go
to
every day now. We finna graduate. I ain't
Right.
missing
we
none.
go to school. Go nice. Woo, woo.
Man.
We got a giant in the building, but
I'm not hold on. I'm not even a giant, but I still show giant love.
Yeah, like just hearing all of our schedules is like, whoa.
No, just trying to pick a time. It's like, why?
Like every minute is precious to me. I'm like, why? Like even if somebody say, I just need you for a minute. No.
I'm tired.
No.
I don't
like
need no
even
more
if I need
projects.
you to come outside and pick up a stick for me. No. Like I don't have time. Like the time is crunch.
Time is the essence, bro. As a man, time is one of the most important things that we have. You know what I mean? Money is time. Anything, time is very, very, very important.
Like my dad tell me, shout out to Big Pops if you're watching.
Shout out Pops.
Time management, you know. You set out a time for everything. You know, okay, from 7:30 to 2:20, you will be at Norks or at Phoenix or at Central.
Shout out to all KPS high schools.
Whoop, whoop. Shout out to all KPS schools. Shout out to Kid Network. Shout out to the Promise Building. Shout out to Kalamazoo.
Shout out to
You know-
Wild Youth for holding
you-
it down for me when I was young, and I mean, you know what I mean?
Man,
I-
shout out to all the programs
You know,
that gave us
let's
a
shout
chance.
it out. And I want to see it in the comments too for who's ever here. If people are watching out of state,
Man,
we
shout
got-
out to everybody who then came from out of state.
We got a couple out of staters to watch this podcast. Just shout it out
Appreciate y'all.
for the world. Shout it out. Manifest, as KO would always say, manifest of what you want. So manifest good vibes, manifest everything you can that is positive, because we pushing it, y'all.
Man.
What they say, we pushing P. Pushing P.
all right,
pushing
all right, Percy.
I don't want to get copyrighted, but we pushing
This
P.
man.
You know, we is doing gunner things in here. We pushing P, and you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm in the Breakfast Club. You know, just the
Adam
Breakfast
22,
Club,
something like that.
And hopefully, when we out of school, I'm just still doing these. Hopefully, we can bring it to a breakfast. Like we can sit here, have a little breakfast, and hear my sloppy self eat. Cause y'all know once I get into the food,
Nah, I cut into him every time I ask him, like, bro,
All
now
right.
you know.
once I
wildin'.
get
Now
into
you
that
know.
food,
You was wildin'.
Right,
ooh-wee.
yeah.
Once y'all know, Y'all know Big Purse. Once I'm into that food, I'm into that food.
I'm like, dang, boy,
People
let the
be
food
like,
come to
how
you.
are
You coming to
supposed
it. God
Yes,
dang.
yep.
Going
I'll use a
crazy.
fork for anything, but I'll still use it like a spoon, you know? So just, just having those good memories, like KO telling me, slow down. Shout out to my boy Jesse, too, if he's watching. He always tell me, what is you doing, Percy? Why? Like he don't say it in those,
Man,
but he'll be like,
I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's a difference, bro. When people, you know how like you said earlier, how people just love just saying something to you out of pocket. I'm so happy that you know the difference from the real ones and the fake ones.
yes.
I'm so
I
happy.
know my real ones. I know them. Like, I know the fake ones because I don't even
Because
bother.
there's a lot of people out here that don't get called names or nothing and just Mr. Popular. There's a lot of people that got a lot of clout on their name and just got a whole bunch of fake people around them.
And I'm popular because they like to stereotype. Like,
Man.
people, like I had to come up for people to start.
But it's so crazy, Percy. Like people used to just post you, do all types of stuff. Like when social media, like for our age, when social media just went crazy, people just post you all the time. And the way that you took that and you build the name from yourself, like from being negative to making it a positive. I'm all, man, shout out Percy, man.
But one thing to always remember though, like, even though what I'm doing is a positive movement, and you may think like, oh, he's positive, or he's a good person, or some people, like a good amount of people may know him or whatever. It don't matter if you're doing good or you're doing bad, you're always gonna have haters. You're always gonna have people discouraged, saying something about you. So
it's always gonna be somebody that got something to say.
And you know what? One thing, I hate that. Like, I hate it.
We all do,
I
bro.
hate it. Like, it makes me, like, I hate it, But one thing that I want, if anybody else experiences it, one thing I do is I just be me.
Okay.
And
unapologetically.
and people be like, why does he act like that? I'm loud, I'm all up on one another, I'm all over the place. Why does he act like that? Because I can,
Percy.
and that's what I want to do.
As long as you're not doing wrong, bro. You know the difference from right and wrong, bro.
Yeah,
you good.
yeah.
Be you, bro.
Yeah, that's how I am at Walmart. I called Meg while I had a customer, and I said, Meg, I am on the phone with a customer. I was talking about getting some photo shoot done, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, just being me, like, knowing I will pick up that phone if somebody's calling me. I don't care who you are.
All right.
But I be respectful with it, and people are always like, he does too much. I don't like him because he does too much. Or another one I've heard is, why is he so loud? I really cannot control that. I really, like, not in a bad way, of course, but I really, like, can't do it. Like, I cannot be quiet.
Can't do it.
I've spent the night with you, 7:30 in the morning.
Up in the morning, breaking doors. Percy, what is you doing?
No, we running 30s. You up at 7:30 in the crib breaking doors.
No. At my house, so my door is broke in my room.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So,
my God.
It's like 7:30 and Percy wake up early as ever. I'm like, Percy, what are you doing? So
I'm always up.
Sometimes
He's always
you
lit.
come back over there, man, you gonna have to sleep on the couch. Cause if you open that door at 7:30 and I don't got nothing to do, we might be throwing hands, bro.
Oh, maybe.
And that's one thing of staying the night with Percy,
It's a wild show. You never know what's gonna happen next.
But it's always
But it's
fun,
fun, though.
It's always
fun.
fun. You'll be like, Percy got to go back over because what am I going to spend it's like spinning the wheel with me. Like, what?
What is he gonna do now?
What am I going to do?
Just be
Not negative.
spontaneous stuff.
But I got
Yeah.
a question. I got a question for you, Percy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that season for shopping, right?
Yeah.
And Wait, y'all's is in April, so it's really been past that season for shopping. But prom is around the corner.
Yes, it is. And I really just want to find somebody that just wants to go. Like, and that's another thing, trying to find somebody who really wants to go with me.
Man, y'all got one of the littest podcast hosts right now. If y'all tuning in, man, y'all find Percy a prom date.
Go cut into him, man. He needs some
Like,
Get
I
Percy
just,
right this
you
year.
know, I want to go to prom, but it's like, if I go, what I always think, what's the worst that can happen? Even if I gotta go by myself.
If you gotta go by yourself, you're gonna be the littest one in there, bro.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You gonna be
Because
the
I'm
little-
coming back. KO, tell them about them dances this year. You know, all up in everybody talking about who let the dogs out. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Bro, it's
Yes.
nonstop. Even at the basketball games,
Yes.
I come back to the game from the concession stand. He in the middle of the dang basketball. He in the middle of the court running with a flag during halftime. I'm like, this man crazy.
No. Percy just don't do this at home games. He do this at away games.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're
I
a dangerous
will.
man.
I ride for
The
my
football season, like for that
School
whole
spirit.
man. I don't even go. I go to Phoenix now. Percy calling me when it's Central versus Norks. Talk about what about them nights? Yeah, we finna take you all down. I'm like, I don't even go there no more.
Yeah,
I'm not a part of the team.
Yeah,
anymore.
We did go crazy though. We did. My boy Cedric, shout out Cedric, boy, he clapped that last 3 on y'all.
Yes,
That was
shout
crazy.
out.
Hey.
Yes.
We gonna be respectful, but let's not talk about that scoreboard on the football field.
Yes.
though.
Oh,
For how many years straight?
but we just
4
broke.
years
But for
straight?
how many years straight for basketball did we just break? That's a generational curse we just broke.
Y'all I'm proud of y'all, man. Good
But I ain't
job
gonna lie,
for
though.
that.
Give
I
it
ain't gonna
up
lie,
for
the
the
Giants-
boys.
But
Y'all
can y'all
Giants
do
got
it
a
on
squad
the-
though.
Give it up
Can
for the boys, nice.
y'all
Give
do
it
it?
up. Give it what Mr. Vine always tell us. Greatness
Is when you can do it again.
is when you can do it again. You know,
That's fact.
that's greatness is when you can do it
But
again.
hold
like
on,
that.
And
man.
all of us are great.
Man, we gonna
Hold
show
on.
love to everybody,
Yes,
man.
all
Shout
of-
out to the Phoenix boys, man.
Yes,
Shout out
yep.
to the
Shout
the
out to
Central
everybody.
boys,
Shout
man.
out to everybody because yes,
boys.
we're playing against each other. Yes, but guess what? We all live in Kalamazoo.
We all live in
We
Kalamazoo.
all live in the same. We all ride the same school buses. If you think about
Man,
it,
we all this
like when
city
our
is
bus
too
get
small.
canceled, they're using our bus for Central, and when Central buses get canceled, they use that bus for us. So we all use the same everything. We use the same sport. We use the same everything.
Resources, yes.
Resources. Our principals work together.
Yeah, they go through the same board meetings. All schools go united. It's just
Yes.
let's all. How about this? Instead of all these school rivals and all these rivals around the city, let's just bring the city as in one and watch. If we bring the city all together as one, we gonna make a change in the city. It's gonna
Yes.
be lit again.
Yes.
This summer, I don't want to hear no complaining. I
Yes.
just want to have a good
A
time.
Vic coming soon. Let's plan something where we can have everybody come. No fights. No nothing.
Let's make a change.
Let's
in the
make a
city,
change. Let's go viral, Kalamazoo. Let's
Run this video up.
let's
run this
run this
podcast
video up so we can be right there at Bryson Park
if you
saying
sit-
yes, we did it.
If you sitting, I know
Yep,
anybody
we
who's
did
sitting
it.
watching this, man, share this, spread the word.
Share it. Yes.
Like,
Just share
share.
this. We want to get Kalamazoo back to one. That's my goal.
One love, man.
And if we can all bring our authentic selves,
Because all of us is different.
all
man.
bring our authentic selves, we can come together as one.
Man, let's
No.
stop. Let's stop all this
And
nonsense. in
and
the
we
streets,
and
man.
we got. If you can't, don't give me an excuse. I can't get down there. We'll have people come pick you up.
All right. Now gas is like $10.
$4
Hold on.
Gas
now.
prices went up.
Hold
you know
on.
what I
But
mean?
we can figure it out.
We
We're-
gonna figure it out, but I don't know about personal Ubers now.
Yeah.
But overall, though, we do understand it's going to take time for us to get together. But if you really think about it, in order to brick by brick. In order to build that house, you got to go brick by brick to build a full house.
Man,
Take the steps to get
yes.
there. We got
Yes.
This is what I learned, man. If you want to change in your community, you gonna have to do it.
this. Be the change.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. We gotta make the change in Kalamazoo. Why that goes. It's just, it's something, it hits different, like just knowing that we can make the change. Like, it really hits different. Just hearing us talk together and just exclude all the adults. Mind you, this podcast is organized by no adults. You see no adults' names on it. The only adults that are helping is Meg and Jacob.
The only adults that are helping listen. That's a problem with some adults. We understand that we got to be respectful, and we got to, you older than us, respect the elders. But sometimes the elders need to listen.
Sit
no
back.
disrespect, but sometimes it's not about an age and about a number. Age is a number. We all know right from wrong. But if you just sit back and listen, we all can make a change in something.
And you got to give respect. You have to get respect. To
give respect to earn respect.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, big person. I'm on here talking like this. Mom.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Don't apologize, because that's one thing. That's why I called you. Like, I
wasn't even expecting to be here, man.
And I saw you all weekend, and I was like, and that's why I asked you, do you work on Monday? You said no, and I said nothing else. It was coming. That's why I let KO know. Well, I let him know. But today I was on him. I was like, where you going to be at? How long you going to be here? Like, he was like, I got to go to work. I was like, this place, like, what he asked me this morning, what are we going to be talking about? This is flow free. See, my screensaver just popped out at willy-nilly, because I just have 3 topics. But those 3 topics, anything can come up. Anything. And to know that we can be here to use this space, I want to, one more time, thank the Promise Building, thank everybody for making
this is a nice building. This is my first time in here.
Making this possible, and I want to thank you, Jamari and KO, for coming as my brothers. I love y'all for real.
Man, anytime, man.
Love.
I'm just a phone call away.
It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. Without y'all, I don't know where I would be at. Like, I tell all my friends this. Without y'all, I don't know where y'all be at, because y'all are the friends that are like Percy, get that stuff off your face. Jamari, Percy, where are you at? Aren't you supposed to be at work?
Man, no, I'm Percy. What is you doing, bro?
Get
back before I punch you in your chest, bro.
Are you supposed to be doing that? Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, at the bus station the other day, I was like, I'm not going to work. And he was like, what?
I caved your chest in.
Like, why aren't you going to work? There's nothing out here. Nothing.
This city is too small to even try to do anything shady. The city is too small.
Nothing. Take my butt up to Walmart on Go Road. Clock in, scan groceries, go home, do my homework, and go to bed.
Man.
That's all you can do. That's all I do.
And then another thing is, it's not a lot of us, bro. Percy, we've been really doing stuff in the community since middle school, bro.
Yes.
They can't. It's a lot of our peers and the people that's in our grade and around our grade that really can't say, like, they've been doing this we've been doing this for a long time, but low key.
Yes, and I'm finally excited to pop out, because little do y'all know, I asked Meg with my own art, or the Boys and Girls Club was discontinuing junior staff for the rest of the year. and I went to a youth fitness.
Yeah.
Went to one of them meetings on the Boys and Girls Club's clock, and was like,
all right now. All right.
it
now.
was like
Don't-
I
don't
need to
get
do
telling
that.
everything now.
No,
Don't get
it's just
telling
the fact.
everything
It's
now.
just the fact of it. They knew they didn't have a problem with it. That was one of actually. That's why I like these shots because you
Yeah, shout out the
actually.
club.
They have to. Oh yeah, shout out to Boys and Girls Club. Just
I had a lot of memorable experiences at Lake Street, man. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
for sure.
give it
Man.
up for the Boys and Girls Club.
Shout out to
you
the
know.
Boys and Girls Club.
You know, the
man.
Boys and Girls Club, Miss Lindsay, Mr. Vaughn, you know, Mr. Vaughn has impacted my life.
Don't
impacted-
forget about Mr. Matt. Don't
Yes.
forget about
Oh,
the rest
Mr. Matt, Miss Debbie,
Miss
They've-
Deb.
they've-
Even though
Mr. Gilbert.
They've
Everybody.
impacted all of our lives, and I really, really hope that they understand that. Although I used to be a little turd, y'all. Like, even
we
there,
all was bad.
they used to be like, Percy, just go home for the day. You're not suspended, but just go home for the
Home
day.
for the day.
But the
Just
thing
go
was,
for the day.
But what the thing was, when you got told to go home, it was like getting suspended. Like
It was like, I'm really missing out. Like, I used to be mad, like pissed off that I got suspended from the Boys and Girls Club.
not even getting suspended, just being told to go home. Like I don't want to leave though. I know I just got in trouble, but like, dang,
Like, give
I
me
don't
one
wanna
more
leave.
chance. Like, I'll sit up. Like, I was this adamant. I was like, can I sit on this bench for an hour? Don't move. Don't say a word. Don't send me home. Just don't call my mom. Because my
Right,
mom be like, how you get suspended from a nonprofit organization?
Man,
Somebody that is trying to give you stuff. This is why we don't have nice things. Because you do negative things.
man.
Now, before we end off, and I know we can have some stuff, what do y'all want to do when y'all grow up? You know, just so the community knows. I know I want to be a teacher, influence these little kids to do what's right, bro. Like, if you see me at my internship, you'll think I'm a real teacher. Like, you'll be like, I'll be like, sit down. Like, I'm not playing this. Or I'll be like, give me 5. I know how to use everything. I'll be like, they'll be like, Percy, you're a real teacher. They even, I'd be like, put me in as a sub. Like, just like,
Percy
just,
gotta get that
just,
check.
just give me, like, you never see nobody too excited, you know?
Yeah. So with me, y'all all know I'm a multiple thing person. You know, I'm always got a project on
Can't
my
never
hands.
keep up with them.
Oh, you funny, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Major Royalty is still in works. You know, shout out Major
Whoop,
Royalty.
whoop. Get your shoes, your clothes.
I don't even have shoes, but man,
We'll
get your
get
shirts,
your
man.
shirts.
I'm
Get
working.
everything.
I'm working low key,
Get
but
everything.
in the future, man, I see myself just, I wouldn't say surviving. I would say just doing so much on my hands so I stay out of trouble.
Best you can do.
So I'm not gonna put myself in as a place. I don't want to put a job description on me, but like some things I want to do. Shout out to Southwest Michigan College. You know, I wasn't supposed to tell anybody but my open house, but I'm going to Southwest Michigan after graduation.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
so before we do continue, I stood up. I just want to say how proud I am of him. You know, you guys, we've been through a lot. You know,
through the wire,
if you
man.
don't mind me sharing what happened,
Go ahead, man.
his house caught on fire, and I used to go there every day, and that was a miraculously day that I didn't go. Like, that was just a day, like, I was supposed to be there. I dang near lived at this man's house. Like, I was never at home. I was always there. And I haven't talked to him in 2 days when that happened. And he told me that. And I was mad. I was like, why didn't you call me? Well,
Technically, I couldn't call you.
where I am
The
going
phone
with
was
this
in the house.
is,
Oh man.
where am I going with this? I'm so proud. Like, he survived this. He had to restart. Everything. He lost everything.
That's crazy.
He had to restart. You know, and it brings me it scares me because that could have happened to me, That day I didn't go home, that could have happened for me. That was in God's work. And just hearing him having all these businesses, relapsing, getting back into the school world. Because I remember at times me and him was like, we quit.
Wait, was that your house over there by Mills that burned down? Or where was it?
It was the apartments on the east side.
Wait, you talking about over there by Big Ben?
Yeah, right next door to Big Ben.
Wow.
And what I did with the friend I am, what I did is I was like, well, my mom's a housing agent, so where can we place them? But so just things like that, just having them.
I want to say, man, shout out to everybody who had me and my mother's back, man. Because I'm telling you now, that time right there being in that house, even looking for a house, because before that, man, we were striving, we were struggling. I just want to say shout out to everybody who had our back and kept us going, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I just wanted to end it all. That was a dark path and a scary path. I hope nobody has to go through that. And, and if anybody does, man, just give me a call. I'm locally in the city, man. I'm always around. I'm always willing to help anybody. But with that took a very dark path on me. I'm just happy to be here. And, now that gave me enough strength and strive to continue and go bigger and harder on everything that I put down that got my name on it.
You're definitely favored by the Mighty High for sure. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well, to wrap this thing up, thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate y'all. I will keep us all three in touch. There will be a part 2. We'll meet each other after us 5 will meet each other after this. We don't have to immediately get out. We can sit here. But if you do, or if you are interested in joining me in the 2 weeks that I will be here, please Facebook me at Mia Percy, MIA Percy. Just Facebook me. Do anything you can. I'm very locally. Give Meg a call.
And hit me up too.
Give him a call.
Man.
Or give me a call and I'll say my personal 269-271-9383. Just give me a personal call. I'm only a phone call away. Like I told y'all, I will be at Walmart though, but I will answer your phone call if your number is locally. So you might just hear a little doop, doop,
man,
doop.
Follow me on Instagram, Mari3273. I'm also on the book, Jamari Trayshawn Sims. Follow me on TikTok too, Coach Sims. I'll be doing a little goofy stuff on there. I'm just playing. Don't do that. But go ahead, KO.
I didn't what I want to be when I get older. No, what'd you say?
Yeah, what do you want to be when you get older?
Where do you see yourself in the future, man?
Where I see myself in the future. Well, I plan on getting out of this 9-to-5 rat race. So I plan on being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Life coach. This YouTube, I really feel like I'm manifesting right now for this to take off. If it did it for the TikTok, if I manifested for the TikTok, I know it can happen for YouTube. I want to reach thousands of people with the messages and the messages that I have to help y'all become a better version of yourself. I want y'all to be aware that you're a spiritual being, have a temporary human experience. You're a co-creator of your own reality. You manifest your own reality. Everything's happening for you. Nothing's happening to you, all right? Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, Kale the Alchemist. TikTok, Kale Higgins, too. I love y'all. Y'all stay up. That's all me, baby.
All right, just my little outro. Thank y'all. Subscribe. We'll be back with more bangers, bro. There will be so many more bangers. Like this is not ending. Like, and when I first said I wanted to do a podcast, I went home and I said I messed up. Like I just signed myself up to do a podcast, and I was like, I don't even know what a podcast is. Like, I'm just talking out the side of my neck, but finally getting into it. It was a rough start, though. It was we got it going though. But I was like, I'm about to quit. Like, I'm not finna do it. Like, these people, there's no way there's a podcast room sitting in the middle of downtown waiting to be used. There's no way.
Man,
There's no way.
Just have faith, man. And
Like, walking in here, I'm like, whoa. Like, whoa. Like, ask Jacob my first day in here. I was like, let's do this. And then the last podcast, the pilot, I was like, is it live? Is it live? Is it live?
That's crazy.
I'm sending emails all day. Is it live? I'm calling people at 6:30 in the morning. Is it live? What are we doing? Like, is it live? So, just with all that being said, thank y'all. I love y'all. Love my viewers. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to everybody for making this possible. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So that is
in 2 weeks, you never know, I might pop up again.
Y'all stay up, stay smooth.
stay up, stay smooth, and you just watch In Person with Percy. There we go.
Shout
I'll
out
see you
Big
guys
Purse.
next week.